Imagine a world where the plastic products we rely on every day are made safely from plants that help fight climate change. At ZILA Works, we're creating a new bio-epoxy resin made from industrial hemp to enable the transition to a circular carbon economy. My name is Jason Perkel, CEO of ZILA Works. There's an unfortunate paradox in the global race to net zero. Many of the technologies designed to move our economy away from fossil fuels require petroleum-based products and high-carbon materials as part of their design. Composite materials, thermoset plastics, foams, and coatings are playing an increasingly important role in the low-carbon economy, and epoxy resin is an important building block for all these materials. But traditional epoxy resins are made from toxic petroleum feedstocks. For example, many countries are investing in sustainable energy solutions like wind farms, but the turbine blades are made of fiber composites, which utilize traditional epoxy resin as the binder or glue. Likewise, the transportation industry is gaining efficiencies by reducing vehicle weight through composite materials. But again, these composites are made with traditional epoxy resins, which come from toxic petroleum feedstocks. Same with the construction industry. Our buildings are becoming more efficient and using more natural materials, but many of the glues, foams, and coatings used as finishes in modern buildings are composed of petroleum-based epoxy resins. And none of this is recyclable. Traditional epoxies have glued the entire composites industry into a high-carbon, take, make, waste linear economy. ZILA Works developed a bio-epoxy resin made from industrial hemp instead of petroleum. Farmers plant hemp, which absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and converts the carbon into a variety of quality organic biomass. Hemp seeds are pressed to separate the oil, which is then converted to epoxy resin through our patented process. ZILA's bio-epoxy resin sequesters approximately 700 kilograms of carbon dioxide for every metric ton. That's like eliminating 1,700 miles of average car travel per ton of epoxy. And farmers can still sell the rest of the plant into additional value streams, including the seed cake, which means we are not in competition with our food supply. Who cares about this technology? Vestas cares, because they consume more than $500 million of epoxy resin annually, and they're actively seeking carbon reduction and end-of-life strategies for the wind turbines. Vestas recently selected ZILA Works as a winner of their Call for Technology Challenge through the Canadian Foresight Accelerator. The transportation industry cares, and we are in collaboration with a German multinational chemicals group to provide high bio-content epoxy resins for their customers in the automotive industry. Two additional companies that care manufacture lamination films, pressure-sensitive adhesives, and floor coatings. We're under non-disclosure agreements with these companies who are looking to ZILA Works for carbon reduction and reduced toxicity epoxy solutions. And our snowboard partner cares too. They control about 40% of the global snowboard market, and they partnered with us early as part of their pursuit of carbon reduction goals across their product line. These brands are just the tip of the iceberg, and they each represent market segments with the potential to scale to billions. ZILA Works' core technology and IP creates a platform that can be easily adapted and expanded into a variety of market segments. Our go-to-market strategy moves in waves, starting from niche markets to advance the performance of our resins, and running all the way to global markets with high volumes. We'll penetrate niche markets in the outdoor industry, a space that demands extremely high-performance materials, yet has quick R&D cycles and minimal prototype costs, all while enabling us to generate revenue. We've already worked with our snowboard manufacturing partner to create the world's first snowboard using a hemp-based epoxy, which went through destructive testing to prove the viability of our technology. The next wave in the set encompasses mid-market customers, whose performance requirements are not as demanding, however they consume much larger volumes. We've already formulated floor coatings for concrete and tile floors to be applied in hospitals and schools. The third wave opens up enterprise customers who require similar high-performance properties to the niche markets, significantly larger volumes in the mid-market, and global supply chains to service multinational operations. This global infrastructure then enables future waves of even higher volume commoditized segments where the true carbon impact potential of ZILA Works technology lies waiting. We understand that no manufacturer will adopt our technology if it does not perform as well as or better than traditional epoxies. We benchmark against the best in class to ensure we meet or exceed these performance standards. There are only a few companies that have been able to create a bio-based epoxy resin. However, none of these competitors have been able to get above 50% bio-based, they blend with BPA, and they do not have the other benefits that come from hemp agriculture. Our business model focuses on our core competencies of sales and marketing, chemistry development, operations, and logistics. ZILA Works contracts with the toll manufacturer to use our patented technology to convert the hemp seed oil to a bio-epoxy resin. We bring those base resins in-house to formulate for specific applications, then sell our resin system to product partners. Although we do not grow hemp ourselves, we're partnering with hemp growers and processors throughout Alberta, where industrial hemp benefits from 2 decades of maturity. Similarly, we don't make snowboards or wind turbines or car parts, but our R&D team works collaboratively with product partners looking for a drop-in, sustainable epoxy for their products. In order to supply our bio-epoxy resin to our product partners at the volumes they demand, we need to invest time and money to leverage our product development and learning curve to reduce costs and gain efficiencies. As we develop processes and equipment, we'll gain economies of scale, and in the interim, we'll be expanding our sales pipeline and generating revenues. In 7 years, we'll be on our way to $100 million annual recurring revenue, with approximately 100 new jobs created, supporting over 100,000 hectares of hemp cultivation each year, and sequestering over 5.8 megatons of CO2 per year. I am supported by a diverse team of industry professionals and advisors who collectively have experience in commercialization of polymer products, innovation, sustainable strategy, operations development, and the burgeoning hemp industry. ZILA Works is committed to maintaining diversity on the team as we grow, which will maintain our Minority Business Enterprise certification. We are currently raising our seed round of $1 million using a conventional convertible note. We've already closed on 40% of the round. These funds will allow us to distribute resin samples to an additional 30 to 50 potential manufacturers, scale to 500 kilogram batch size, and set up our in-house formulation lab to generate first sales by the end of 2021. Your investment will enable ZILA Works to advance our technology development and customer discovery, which will prime us for our Series A at the beginning of next year, to then move us into commercialization. We anticipate a Series B in 2023 to scale and expand into international operations. If you're interested in learning more, please reach out. Thank you.